The
Yes.
whole purpose of the work on archetypes is the process of maturation. First, you acknowledge and you become aware that there's different archetypes within you. Then you begin this process of maturation. And in the words of Rory, elders who are mature, they don't get triggered. How easy would it be for somebody to get triggered when they're being turned away from the door? The pattern of rejection, that is huge in people. So in order to transcend that, you have to become aware of who you are, mature so that you stop reacting, and then you can actually assess the situation from a much better perspective and choose which archetype to bring to the play.
Amazing, amazing point. Because you also mentioned the word reacting. So you can replace that by responding from whatever you want to come from. And now you're talking about maturity, but we also have darker sides.
Oh, yes, we all have. So there is a mature and immature component to every archetype, and then there is a dark and light aspect as well. But darkness should not be deemed as an evil part. It is an aspect of ourselves, just like there is a day and night, just like there is a cold and hot. We need duality, and darkness comes as part of that duality. It's like night. You're not rejecting or judging the night for being the night. You need it to sleep. You need it to produce melatonin. So you need that shadow and dark aspects within you as well. But it's best to be aware. And there's a good quote about the shadow within us and the dark aspects is how you have to become the absolute monster and then learn to control it. So we all have, and just like Solzhenitsyn said, that the lines between good and evil lies not through countries, but it lies through the very center of a human heart. We all have capacity for darkness and for light. Which one do you choose is like the wolf. Which wolf wins? The one you feed. So the darkness is very important because it allows you to realize what is the opposite of it. So it's of essence to really see it for what it is and not worse or not better.
Yeah, amazingly put. And what I capture within myself most of the time is that the immaturity will come to the surface when I'm triggered. And it's like a pattern that is what is in me, which is triggered. And then I'm like being this immature person. My ego also kicks in because I really don't want to be coming from a place of weakness. If I would touch upon my immaturity, really connected to the ego, then I'm going to defend myself. So I want to be right in the fact that I hide my immaturity. So this is a pattern that you need to break. A relationship is a perfect mirror where these things unfold, right?
It is a perfect ground for showing us all the aspects and all the patterns of ourselves that we don't really want to work on. The purpose of relationships is the extreme personal growth. So all your patterns, all your archetypes, all the shadow aspects and all immature aspects are going to come out in the most intimate relationships in your life.
Then what do you do then? Because you need to, let's say, find extreme growth, but you need also to hold yourself in the relationship that you don't want this other person to see you as weak. So do you have a strategy for that?
Well, that's a great point because, so first of all, there's so much shame and guilt wrapped up in people's lives and their aspects of their darkness. The moment something shows up that they don't like, it triggers shame or guilt in some form. And that you guys haven't gotten to the levels of consciousness yet, but if you heard about that, it's the lowest possible vibration. So, how do you elevate your vibration? Well, through at least acceptance first. The acceptance reduces the judgment and separation by seeing things for what they are. Yes, okay, acknowledging I am not being my best self in this moment. I might be coming in the immature version of my archetype, but I could do better. The potential for doing better should be your guiding star. There is always a version of me out there that I can strive towards reaching, and it's higher and it's better and it's more mature and it's possible to get there.